let me just go over what Apple apologized for yesterday.
I love this, yeah.
Apple was busted using human contractors and giving them access to listen to Siri customers. Siri is the digital assistant. If you have an iPhone or an iPad or anything else, they were given tapes to contractors and to Apple where they had recorded things, including sexual encounters. And they said yesterday, we realize that we haven't been fully living up to our high ideals, and we apologize. Oh, really?
Okay, we just got caught, and now we need to do some
our
dancing.
High ideals. We have high ideals, and we just realized that we're violating some of those. Really, by listening to people have sex, you think that was a close call for you? You didn't realize you were violating the high ideals when you were listening to people?
Well, let me tell you something. If people can't be more quiet during sex, they deserve it.
Right.
They deserve it.
Listen, here's what you need to do. My wife, she doesn't believe me on this. I'm telling you. You need to take your phone and plug it in the bathroom or in, wherever it is in the kitchen. Don't put it in your bedroom. All the real private conversations we have in the bedroom. We'll be laying there at night and we'll talk about the kids and everything else. And we have real private conversations with the phone sitting right there.
Yep.
Don't do it. Now, there's one more thing.
Part of the problem, you get to the other thing, is that we're so addicted to these devices, and I include myself in that we're not willing to do without them, and we're not willing to make Apple pay for this by not buying their products because we're just completely reliant upon them now. And
it's a brave new world.
15 years ago, we did completely without them, and we were totally fine. But now,
oh my gosh,
we're crack addicted. And
I have said this so many times to my wife. I've said, you know what? Let's just leave the phones. Leave the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can't.
Nope.
How? Then how did we live just 10 years ago?
I don't know. We were trying to watch something last night. It was something educational. It was actually the evolution thing with David Galerner, or however they said it.
Oh,
they said
isn't that great?
Totally
Galerner.
Different. That's not how they say it. Did you notice that?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So do you know which way is right? Because I
just know that I've asked him in the past, and we heard Galertner.
Yeah.
I've called him Galertner
and he's
for
never
years.
I know he's never corrected
and
you.
He's never
on that.
corrected me.
No. Anyway, he completely says, okay, the Darwin theory is impossible. It just didn't happen. But anyway, we're watching this 57-minute thing. Every 15 seconds, her phone went off. Every 15 seconds. It's like, put your phone away for half a minute. But she wouldn't. She couldn't. You can't. You have to. If that signal goes off, you got to check it. And it's like it's Pavlov's dog. The signal goes off, you check it.
I really truly believe that the main use for our pools, because everybody in Texas has a pool because it's 1 billion degrees, but you can't use it now because everybody's like, "Oh, is your pool heated?" No, I need it air conditioned. Yes. I need it to run over ice as it is. I mean, it's like you're getting into a pot of. If you feel like a lobster, you're like, "Am I being cooked in this?" Anyway, I think our main use for pools in the future will be just to throw phones and iPads and everything else into the pools.
Yep.
Anyway, here's the latest. Now, this one's coming from Great Britain. There is such an extensive, CCTV camera network. We're watched all the time. They have more than now China. They have more except for China. You're constantly being monitored. Well, they've added a new technology to the CCTV cameras, which is fantastic. They now have a new software program that is lip reading technology. So if you're just walking down the street and you're having a conversation, the government can read your lips and it can tell them if there's something bad that's about to happen. Isn't that great?
Is that being employed now, or they're talking about putting that
now? No, now.
And what's the excuse?
Now.
I mean, we're going to stand for that? Are we going to? That's going to be okay with people?
And it will be okay with people here too.
It will. Yeah, it'll start there, and in 2 years it'll be here, and they'll it's for your safety. This way we'll be able to read the lips of terrorists who are plotting attacks. We'll be able to head them off. You know how coaches on the sidelines they cover their mouth. Yes,
okay?
I'm surprised you know that.
Yeah, someone definitely gave him that information.
No, I do know that because some game a few years back, somebody.
Oh yeah.
Come on, somebody was.
You're almost there.
You're almost there. It's a fishing shirt.
No, I mean, you watch the same thing when they have mound visits in baseball games. Like they just put the baseball gloves over their mouth, and then they have the whole conversation from behind the glove. Everyone's going to be doing that walking around now. If this is
that's what they're saying now in England. Is that if you want to make sure that it's private when you're walking down the street, make sure that you're covering your mouth. Wow. So I'm going to do that now because I'm going to. We're talking about things that really I don't want the government to know. You know what I'm saying?
I guess privacy experts are also advising not to broadcast your conversations over national radio. That's a new thing that they're recommending.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Are we on the radio every day?